All right, guys, so I have for you all an update as far as the Ultimate Deathknight tournament goes. Just as a recap, in case you guys missed the previous video, this is how this whole tournament started. So Ultimate Deathknight, I was kind of on the fence, but if I get him, he's going to be the last faction guardian that I need for plus 10 speed on Crypt King Grawl, Bad Alcazar, Rhodos, Siphi, Necrit, a lot of very valuable undead champions. So this is the day right here that I decided to actually start pushing. This was, what, 2 days ago? There's 3 days left of the tournament, so yeah, I guess it's about 2 days ago. But 3,800 points, okay? That's where I was at. Justified was at 26,000, okay? This, I posted the video soon after this, and Justified realized, oh crap, he's actually pushing. So then he started moving up very, very quickly. From this point on, Justified continued keeping this about 20,000 point lead on me for a while. So I was at 13,000, 35,000, about 20,000 point difference, 20,000 point difference. 20,000 point difference, not quite. Actually, I'm closing the gap a little bit at this point. 12,000 point difference. And then boom, Justified decided to go to sleep between this point and this point, like a normal human being, right? Decided to go to sleep, wake up in the morning, and there he did. Woke up, 40,000, and I was at 46,000. So at this point, I actually passed him, thankfully, because I was grinding all day. I think I'm going to have carpal tunnel in my wrist from all the clicking, but thankfully, RSL Helper comes in clutch, and I don't have to click nearly as much as I would have previously pre-RSL Helper days. So here we go. We got 10,000 points. At this point, I decided, you know what? It's time to go to sleep. I woke up, and Justify was actually like 60,000, and I was at 61,000 after a little bit of a grind. Actually, no, I was at 53,000, and he was at 51,000. I was pretty nervous. But then I was at 65,000 after a few hours of grinding, 58,000 Justified, and then 66 to 60. This is actually another very close point. Honestly, I didn't realize it was that close. So he's been definitely grinding hardcore, and it's not over. Okay, so this is about where we're currently at. I'm gonna show you guys where I'm currently sitting, but 80,000 to 61,000. You guys have saw there's 2 days and 3 hours left, but you can climb an insane amount of points very, very quickly. And honestly, this whole fiasco could have been avoided had I made one crucial decision in the beginning, which I will share with you guys after all this finishes. But right now, 18,000 to 38,000, that was the first day I started pushing, and I cleared that gap very fast. So let me go ahead and back out of the campaign. We're going to stop the farming. I got to keep the farming going because people can still push. It's actually crazy how many points you can make up in the matter of just an hour or two, okay? So I'm at 81,000 right now. Justified at 62,000. He could literally clear this 62,000 point gap in the matter of hours. Technically, the matter of minutes. Because all you have to do is have a good amount of 5-star champions or even 6-star champions saved up. I know players with over 200 5-star champions saved up and nearly 100 fresh 6-star champions saved up, just ready to have brews dropped into them. If a person is saved up like that, they could easily clear a 20,000 point gap in no time at all. So if you're pushing, I've had a lot of people in my comment sections recently saying that their leader is like 15,000 or 20,000 points ahead of them, and they're considering sniping them at the very end. Sniping is a very, very high likelihood of happening in this Ultimate Deathknight tournament. Now, with that said, I honestly don't think it's going to happen from anybody below Justified in points. So people down here, it's going to be kind of difficult to blast 80,000 points in the matter of 24 hours. That's definitely going to be pretty difficult. Plus, it is Ultimate Deathknight. Now, if this was Krisk, I would definitely make a much bigger gap because Krisk, yeah, people are going to try to snipe if they can. If they've noticed you not pushed, they're definitely going to do that, okay? So you may see some people start blasting up in points through here, but it's just Ultimate Deathknight. Ultimate Deathknight is a great champion, but we basically all just got him for free, so most of the players don't really need him, and the only players who do really need him are people who are in situations like me, where your last faction guardian slot is relying on the Ultimate Deathknight himself to go ahead and fill out. And if I get him, Bad L, Siphi, Necrit, well, all my undead champions are going to have plus 10 speed. Definitely going to be a very, very nice buff to have on those champions, especially Rhodos, because my Rhodos, I got a hard time gearing him. So having that plus 10 extra speed is going to be pretty nice. He has pretty low base speed, I feel like. Yeah, 90 speed. So it'll definitely be nice. Hopefully I'm not glitching out and lagging too much. Looks like I was dropping some frames there for a second. But either way, I want to give you guys an update in a few days and talk about some things I could have done differently to actually make this tournament go much smoother. Plus, they changed something really big in these champion training tournaments where they didn't used to have this. Nowadays, you can actually book your champions for a lot of points. Now, during CVC, this is a lot better. If it was CVC plus champion training, this would be a huge threat. People booking their champions, it's outside CVC, and the book value in CVC is much bigger than the book value in the champion training. But there are players in the game who have a crazy amount of epic skill tomes and legendary skill tomes saved up. So this is another big thing that people can easily snipe. 200 points per legendary skill tome. Okay, if somebody has a big stockpile of legendary skill tomes, they could blast 10,000 points, no problem whatsoever. So guys, keep that in mind. Let me know if you're going for your bracket. Let me know. I'm wondering who is the closest as far as first and second. So guys, stay tuned for later today or early tomorrow to see the final results of the champion training tournament. 81,000 points now. I have no clue what's going to be in store for me once I wake up. It is currently 3:30 in the morning at the time of doing this video. I'm about to go to bed. I did some plat push. Wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. I placed okay. My battle log, not great. I had some wins on defense, couple, not anything crazy. This was before reset down here at the bottom. And then my offense, this was the part that was pretty bumpy. I could have placed significantly better, but my offense, I had 2 losses there. This one didn't actually count, but then I had 2 losses there, and then I had some losses scattered throughout. So yeah, it was just a pretty bumpy ride overall. But guys, either way, thank you all very much for watching the video. Stay tuned for the plat push. Stay tuned for possible plat push. Stay tuned for the update as far as the Ultimate Deathknight tournament goes tomorrow. With that said, thank you all very much for watching. Don't forget to drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you all in the next one.